Hey, I hope you're doing well. Andrew here, and today I wanted to teach you four chords, how to play four chords on a guitar so that you can lead your own worship at home. And the reason we're doing that is because worship has been something that's been really affected negatively during lockdown, during COVID, because it's at times a bit awkward singing at home, singing along to a live stream or singing along to a YouTube, and we actually feel like it's really important that we learn, that we push ourselves to sing out loud at home. You just got to do it. There's no shortcut, and one way we thought that might be helpful was if you've got a guitar at home, if you learn how to play just four chords, you can actually play and sing along to yourself to loads of worship songs, because they don't tend to be the most complicated of bits of music. So I'm going to teach you four chords, and I'm going to give a number to each chord, and then there's some music that's going to some song words and chords that are going to come with this video linked below it, and we're going to use on those documents the numbers are used alongside the song words, so you know which number chord to play with which words. So at the end of the video I'll explain how that works, and I'll play one for you so you know how it goes. But first, let's learn the chord shapes on a guitar. Okay, so the four number chords that we're going to do, so we're going to learn chord number 1, number 4, number 5, and number 6. I haven't got 6 fingers on this hand. Number 6. And those are the only four chords you need, okay? So chord number 1, and this is a shape. So you're going to take your second finger, the middle finger, excuse me, and it's going to go on the bottom string. I call this the bottom, and that is the top. So you've got 6 strings. So number 1 is this bottom one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take your second finger, your middle finger, and you put it on the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So it's going to go there, okay? Then you're going to take your first finger, this one, and it's going to go on the 2nd fret on the 2nd string, there. Now your 3rd and 4th finger, these two here, they're actually going to not move in all four of these chord shapes. They're going to, once we plant them here, they're not moving again, okay? Now they are going to go on the top 2 strings on fret 3. So you can see there, they've gone on that top 2 strings, one there and one there. So we've got second finger is going to go fret 3 on the bottom string. That first finger's fret 2 on the 2nd string, and these two are going on fret 3 on strings 5 and 6. Okay, so that is your shape for chord number 1. Let's give it a listen, check I've got it right. We got it right. Now, the next number chord that we're going to learn is chord number 4. And all we do for that is we move these two fingers, we're going to move them both up a string. So instead of being on strings 1 and 2, they're going to be on strings 2 and 3, but in the same shape. So your middle finger is going to be on fret 3, string 2, and your first finger is going to be on fret 2, string 3. So instead of it being like that, let's get nice and close for you to see. Instead of it being like that, that's chord 1, it's going to be like that. That's chord 4. Chord 1, chord 4, chord 1, chord 4. Let's listen to chord 4. Okay, so you've got chord 1, chord 4. Okay, now we're going to learn chord 5. For chord 5, here we go. This finger doesn't do anything, you can come off, get out of the way. And this finger is going to go on fret 2, string 4. So we go from, if we're on chord number 4 to 5, that guy just moves to there. Okay, so move him out of the way and he goes up there. And it should sound, and you don't play all the strings, don't play the bottom string when you play this one. That's what it should sound like. What you'll see some people do is they'll just mute that that string number 1 with their finger so it doesn't sound. But if that's a bit hard, then just get them out of the way. So we've got chord 1, chord 4, chord 5. Hope that's clear. I'll do it again. Chord 1, chord 4, chord 5. And now the last one we got is chord 6. So chord 6, if you bring yourself back to chord 4, all you're doing in chord 6 is you're putting your first and second fingers on fret 2 on strings 2 and 3, like that. So it goes from there, chord 4, that is chord 6. Okay, so let's go through those 4 chords. Chord number 1, chord number 4, chord number 5, chord number 6. Chord number 1, chord number 4, chord number 5, chord number 6. Okay, so those are your 4 chords, and you can re-watch that first bit of the video to make sure you get them. Now, in the music that's with this, the chords are they're written down using Roman numerals. So the Roman numerals are, for chord number 1 is just an I, 1, and then 4 is a IV, 5 is a V, and then 6 is a VI. Now normally they're on chords 1, 4 and 5 are all capitals, but chord 6 is little letters, and I'll explain that in a future video if we do one. There's a reason for that, but you don't need to understand it now, so don't worry about it. So when you look at the music, you'll see the words, and above them will be these Roman numerals, 1, 4, 5, and that tells you which chord to play with which song. Now I've done 3 songs for you, Waymaker, Better Is One Day, and Great Are You Lord, because they're all quite well known. You don't need to worry about a complicated strumming pattern or anything like that. Just you can just play one chord at the beginning of each, when the music tells you to, and you'll literally be able to learn how to play to become a worship leader overnight. So I thought I'd just play a bit of Waymaker, because actually it's the same chord pattern the entire way through. Same pattern all the way, and that pattern is 4, 1, 5, 6. So here we go. So we've got 4, 1, 5, 6. Okay, so get that music up. Now I should say at this point, if you haven't got one of these are really useful. This is called a capo, and the reason these are useful are if you're singing the song, you're trying to sing this and you think this is way too high, a problem I often have, then you can use your capo and you can put it on your guitar neck. You want to put it, you see these lines here which are the fret lines that run down the guitar. You put it just on this side of a fret, and it changes, and then you can then play, it's not really straight, isn't it? There we go. You can then play those same shapes but using the capo as 0. So with a capo I would then go 3 frets up from the capo, 2 frets up for the capo, and then that's now my shape 1. And you hear it sounds different. So 4, 1, 5, 6. Again, I can move it up again. 4. I'm really not good at putting it on straight. There we go. 4, 1, 5. So you start by going 3 frets up from where the capo is, and that's where you start your shape. So you can really move that around, but using the same shapes, and it will change how high or how low the song you're singing is. So I don't know if this is going to be the right kind of pitch for me, but we'll try it. Yeah, that'll be fine. So let's do Waymaker. I've put my capo on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. Okay, so if you want to do it with me, then put your capo on the 5th fret. Get the music open for Waymaker. Let's see if I can find it too, because it's on my laptop. Desktop. Here we go. And all you need to do then is, as you're doing it, so the whole song is the same chords. Let's give it a go. So we start with 1. That's chord number 1. Then we're going chord number 5. Then chord number 6. Then we can sing. You are here, moving in our midst. Chord number 1. Going to chord number 5. We worship you. Chord number 6. I worship you. Chord number 4. You are here. Chord number 1. Working this place. To 5, I worship you. And now to 6, I worship you. So you can just practice going around those chords to get used to the changes, changing the shapes, changing your finger positions. It will hurt your fingers a little bit, but you'll get used to it. And then the chorus is exactly the same chords in the same speed. So you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Do it again. You are chord 4, waymaker, miracle worker. Chord 1, promise keeper, light in, and 5, darkness. My God. Chord 6, that is who you are. And then you can just keep going through the song. The bridge is exactly the same. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. Even when I can't see it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Same pattern all the way through. So the other two songs, the pattern does change, but you'll be able to see the chords on the music. But the main thing to do is just learn how to move between those shapes nice and easily. But that song is a great one to start with at home, to sing that, to grow in your worship by having an instrument to accompany you as you sing. So I really encourage you to give it a go. If you've always wanted to learn how to do worship at home, this is a great way to start. If it's useful, then we can always do some more videos in the future to learn a few more little tricks of the trade. Those chords are a little bit cheaty in terms of they're not like totally the right way of playing the guitar, but it does the job. That's how I learnt. So if you got a music degree, please don't send me hate mail. I know I've cut corners, but it's great for learning how to play guitar. Yeah, hope it's useful. The music will be linked below this video, those 3 songs, so you can start learning how to play using those 4 very, very simple chords. Alright, peace out, stay well, lots of love.